Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some Legends of Boxing PC game. We are in Rome, Italy for Tuesday night at the fights, Stadio Olimpico, where AS Roma plays soccer. Well over 80,000 fight fans have packed Stadio Olimpico to see these two fights. In our first bout leading up to the main event, which is for the Welterweight Championship of the World, Roberto Duran, the champion at welterweight, Manos de Piedras, takes on the flamboyant Italian Nino La Rocca. 15 rounds, world welterweight title at stake. Excuse me. But up first, a rematch. Gerry Cooney, Primo Carnera 2. 12 rounds heavyweights. Carnera, after losing to Cooney, would knock out Frank Bruno at Wembley Stadium in the 10th or the 11th, to claim the European title. Now he gets his rematch with Gerry Cooney. They fought once. Cooney won a split decision over Carnera. Mark Jones, in the Carnera corner, has been working and clamoring for a rematch, and it is upon us. Joining us from Rome, Italy, at the Stadio Olimpico, Kurt Berglund. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel for all kinds of baseball stuff and free stuff. If you have not subscribed to Mr. Kurt Berglund, you should. He also creates many a fine set of Pine Tar baseball. Steeler fan 1933, our good friend Matt is here. Thank you for joining us. This should be a fun two fights. Excuse me. So first up, big heavyweight fight here. Possibility that one of these winners will get a crack at Gene Tunney. Possibly. Tunney might have a mandatory coming up, though he did take his mandatory against Norton. So he might get an optional defense in our Legends of Boxing universe. Once again, Gerry Cooney won a highly controversial split decision over Primo Carnera, 97-95, 97-95, and then another judge gave it 97-95 to Carnera. Overall, Cooney's actual record, 28-3-0 with 24 stoppages. In our universe, he is 2-0 with 1 stoppage. Primo Carnera, overall, former heavyweight champion of the world, 88-14-0 with 78 stoppages. In our universe, 5-1, and he has 4 stoppages and 1 decision win. He is Italian heavyweight champ and European heavyweight champ. But this is everything right now for these two pugilists. Cooney looks to stay undefeated. Carnera looks for revenge. And I can safe to say that there's no one cheering for Gerry Cooney but his corner here in Rome, Italy, at the Stadio Olimpico. Cooney from Huntington, New York. Carnera, Sequoias, Italy. To the ring we go. As always, our referee, Dave Gardner. We have a new ring announcer, Kurt Berglund. Ringside physician, not physician. The ringside doctor, that's easier for me to say. Dr. Dave Little. And our ringside expert, not the ringside scorer, our ringside expert, Steeler fan 1933, our good friend Matt. So round 1 is upon us. Final instructions given to these pugilists in the center of the ring. Cooney out of the red corner, Carnera out of the blue corner. Cooney will have a slight edge in control factor. Carnera a slight edge in power. Carnera will have a slight edge in endurance. Cooney can never fight elusive. 1 through 6, he's outside. 7 through 15, he's inside. 16 through 20, he's bringing the pressure. Carnera, 1 through 9 outside. He has a much better jab than most people realize. Go back and watch some fights on YouTube. And then 10 through 18 inside, 19 and 20 pressure. Those rolls are behind the scenes. We don't see them. It'd be kind of neat if we did, but that's fine. All right. Fighters go back to their corners. Referee Dave Gardner signals for the bell. And it's fight time. 12 rounds heavyweights. The rematch. Cooney, Carnera 2. There's the bell. And Cooney takes control. Cooney looking to load up. Carnera looking to parry away the punches. He's able to parry away the shot to the body, but then the left comes up to the head. Carnera blinks, but there is no blood. Cooney again being first. A jab and then the right hand. Right hand was grazing. Carnera still pawing with his jab. While Carnera paws, there's a double left hook and a right hand on Primo Carnera. And Carnera is down to the shock of the crowd here at Stadio Olimpico. Carnera is up at 3. Carnera is up at 3. Cooney looking to finish his rival in tremendous fashion here. Cooney looking to wipe out Carnera. Carnera puts his big arms up. Cooney cannot land sufficiently. Cooney has Carnera on the ropes. And again, the double left hook. One to the body and one to the jaw of Primo Carnera. And Carnera is hurt on the ropes once again. Referee Dave Gardner looking on. Carnera taking a beating. And there's a lead right and a left to the body. And Carnera smothers Cooney. Referee Gardner breaks them. A huge start for the Irishman, gentleman Gerry Cooney from New York. They tie up along the ropes. Referee Gardner having a tough time prying them apart. Now he does. And now Carnera slides away from the ropes. Cooney cautiously pursues. We have final 30 seconds here in round 1. It's been a huge round for Irish Gerry Cooney. And Cooney punches at the bell. He lands the hook. Comes up to the head. Carnera lands a jab. A huge round for gentleman Gerry. Definitely a 10-8 round. Cooney loses 2 endurance points. Carnera 4. Cooney has 17 endurance points. Carnera 18. Carnera's will check has gone down to a 7 and his chin to a 5 after that knockdown. The ringside score also gives it 10-8 to Cooney. You couldn't see it any other way. Round 2, and there's the bell. Can Carnera turn the tide of battle? Cooney looking to punch and punch hard. Cooney throws punches. Carnera evades. Carnera throws, and Carnera lands a left to the body and a right cross to Cooney's jaw. And Cooney is hurt. Cooney is hurt. Here comes Primo Carnera. And Carnera on the inside lands a left to the body, holds Gerry, and then hits him with an uppercut through the Irishman's guard. Carnera takes control. Carnera digs hard to the body and again comes up with that right uppercut, snapping the head of gentleman Gerry Cooney. Cooney goes to the belt line. Referee Dave Gardner says it's A-OK. An excellent comeback so far for Carnera. Cooney misses those shots. Carnera again gets his arms up. He holds his hands out, and he parries away those jabs. Now it's Carnera looking to land. A good combination from Primo Carnera. He feinted with the right, hit Cooney with... he feinted with the left, hit Cooney with the right, and then dug a left to the body. Now Gerry looks to retaliate. Double left hook, 2 left hooks to the body. We have under a minute to go in round 2. Cooney looking to win these final moments of round 2. Again, he hooks hard to the body 2 times with that left hand. Cooney continues to punch at the bell and a double left hook. This time he brings a second one to the jaw of Carnera. Carnera stood up to it much better. That is a close round. I give it to Carnera. Very close, 10-9. Cooney loses 3 endurance points. Carnera loses 3 endurance points. Carnera at 15, Cooney at 14 endurance points. Joining us at ringside, Michael Forbes. Hope all is well, my friend. Also, Kurt Berglund, our ring announcer, and Steeler Fan 1933, our good friend Matt, our ringside expert. Not the ringside scorer, our ringside expert. 10-9 for Carnera. I'm in agreement. I agree with our ringside scorer, who sometimes I disagree with. Cooney's up 19-18. In the Carnera corner, they're much happier. Mark Jones is saying, punch, 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 Primo. He is wilting in the Carnera wind. In the Cooney corner, they want him to use, as always, that left hook. Overtime, triple time, quadruple time. The bell for round 3. And Cooney comes out. He's applying the pressure on Carnera. Carnera meets at ring center. And Cooney again doubles up with that left hook. One to the body and up to the head. Cooney continues to punch. Carnera not throwing. Overhand right. Again, Carnera parries that punch away. He paused with his jab, but he's able to parry the punch away. Cooney continues on the inside. Carnera's not firing, but he's blocking those punches. Now Carnera leans on Gerry and starts to walk him back. Gerry pries away from Primo, and he digs a left to the body and a right uppercut to the jaw of Primo Carnera. A good round 3 so far for Gerry Cooney. They tie up. Carnera uses his strength to muscle Gerry back to the ropes. Gerry looks towards referee Gardner, and now Gardner breaks both pugilists. Gerry looking to throw. Gerry lands. Carnera comes back with a left-right of his own. A minute to go here in round 3. Cooney with a big combination. The jab, the right hand to the head, and then a solid left hook into Carnera's rib cage. Carnera really felt that. Gerry looking to punch until a bell. Double left hook by Cooney. He digs very hard to the rib cage of Carnera, and then up to the head. That's his money combination. Final moments of round 3. And both fighters wing right hands and miss. An excellent round for gentleman Gerry Cooney, the Irishman from Huntington, New York. Cooney loses 4 endurance points down to 10. Carnera loses 4 endurance points down to 11. We give round 3 to Cooney, and so does the ringside scorer. Cooney up 29-27 unofficially. In the Carnera corner, through the Italian interpreter, they're telling Primo, punch, punch, punch. Round 4. And Carnera, from the outside, using his jab, sets up a beautiful right hook! And Cooney is down! Cooney is down! The crowd is screaming! Cooney starts to rise at 3! Oh, a beautiful jab! And then a winging right hook drops Gerry Cooney! Cooney takes the mandatory 8! Referee Dave Gardner wipes the gloves, looks into Cooney's eyes, says, do you want to go? He nods yes. Carnera goes for the kill, but he swings too wildly. Carnera again, pawing the jab and lands the right, but he cannot take out gentleman Gerry. Cooney looking to come back. Cooney lands the jab and the right hand. Toe-to-toe exchange, ring center. Both men using the jab to set up big punches at the moment, but it's Gerry being first. Gerry looks to have regrouped after that knockdown as again he hooks to the body. Gerry continues to fire away. Jab right hand catches Primo square in the face. Under a minute to go here in round 4, and it's Gerry Cooney punching away, and double left hook rattles Carnera. Final moments of round 4. Both fighters feint but don't throw at the bell, but that is a 10-8 round for Carnera due to the knockdown. And the crowd rose as one here at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy, when Carnera sent his rival down. And the crowd is still buzzing. 10-8 Carnera. 10-8 Carnera, the ringside score. It's dead even, 37-37. Cooney down to 7 endurance points. Carnera down to 8. Kurt Berglund at ringside says, Mr. Cooney, your table is ready. Michael Forbes says, hi, Al. I hope all is well. It is. Thank you very much. Hope all is well with one and all. Round 5, scheduled for 12. Cooney takes control again. And Cooney lands a nice combination, 3-punch combination. Jab, right hand, and the left hook to the body. Both fighters, again, feint but don't throw. Both fighters working behind the jab from distance. Now they tie up. Carnera tries to use his strength, and he's a very strong man from Sequals, Italy. Referee Gardner breaks both pugilists. Cooney jumps right back in, and he lands that double left hook. He can throw it in his sleep. One to the body, then up to the head. When will Carnera drop again? Cooney must be thinking. And there's another good combination. This time the jab, right hand, left hook. All three punches to the head of Primo Carnera. Carnera puts the jab out there. It's a good jab. And there's the right hand behind it. Carnera continues to fire punches. Another good 1-2. Jab, right hand, strikes the Irishman, Gerry Cooney. Toe-to-toe exchange. Cooney got the better of it. Final 30 seconds. Cooney continues to punch, and he bangs away with the left hook to the body. A good round for Gerry Cooney after going down in round 4. We give that round to Cooney 10-9. Cooney loses 2 endurance points, down to 5. Carnera loses 3. He's down to 5. So after 5 rounds, wow, the ringside scorer gave the round to Carnera. I gave it to Cooney, so I have it 47-46 Cooney. The ringside scorer has it 47-46 Carnera. Mr. Utah Mike has joined us, Sports Time Machine. Check out that wonderful YouTube channel. Lots of cool Stratomatic stuff on there. And some old Lance Hafner basketball. It's outstanding, his college basketball calls, our good friend Mike. And that is Sports Time Machine. That's definitely a must subscribe, along with Kurt Berglund and many other fine content creators in our wonderful community. Victor Valley in the Cooney corner wants him to continue to work that left to the body and then up to the head. Again, that's Cooney's money combination. In the Carnera corner, they want him to use his strength, get inside, and use that uppercut that departed Jack Sharkey of his senses and the heavyweight title. Round 6. And right away, it's Gerry Cooney behind that jab. Right hand, left hook. Carnera's blinking, but no blood. Cooney continues to punch away. Carnera parried away the hook, but the right hand grazed Carnera. Now Carnera comes back, and he gets inside. He ties up Gerry, and he works a double right uppercut, holding Cooney and whacking him with the right uppercut. Carnera continues to fire. A good right cross and a left hook to the body. Carnera opening up now. Primo lands the hook to the head. And then a chopping right to the head of Cooney. Carnera continues to punch. And Carnera is just windmilling hooks. Cooney stepping back. He's feeling the power of Primo Carnera. Cooney looks to stand his ground. Double left hook. One to the rib cage. Carnera winces, then up to the head. And Carnera pushes Cooney away. Big punches that Carnera absorbed, but he absorbed it much better. And Carnera looks to come back in this final minute of round 6. And Carnera digs hard to the body as he windmills hooks to the body. Left, right, left, right. Cooney trying to catch his breath. Carnera shoving Cooney back towards the ropes. Carnera lands the right cross at the bell. A rock'em sock'em robot round, but no one's chin popped in that one. I give that round to Carnera. So I'm going to have it dead even after 6. They give that round to Cooney, and they have it dead even after 6. We just got there a different way. Cooney down to 2 endurance points. Carnera down to 2 endurance points. Round 7. This rematch has lived up to the expectations. Remember, the main event, as we now see Nino La Rocca on the big screen, preparing for his attempt to rip away the welterweight championship from Roberto Duran. And the crowd starts chanting, Nino, 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 as they see the flamboyant Italian on the screen. Round 7. And Cooney on the inside. Carnera on the inside. Cooney works his hands free. And double left hook nails Carnera. And Carnera is down for the second time in this bout. The count has reached 5, 6. Carnera gets up. He'll take the mandatory 8. The second time Primo's been down. Can Cooney finish him off here, though? Cooney, an excellent finisher. Cooney's going for it. Cooney flailing away. Carnera backing up. Cooney lands big hooks again. And Carnera ties him up and spins him. And now puts Cooney's back to the ropes. Referee Gardner breaks them. Cooney looking to go at Carnera. Carnera catches him with an uppercut. It was a grazing uppercut. Cooney blinks and takes a step back. Now they feint but don't fire. They tie up and then shove one another away. Carnera on the inside. And again he holds Cooney and he bashes away with that right uppercut, snapping the Irishman's head on 2 occasions. Carnera continues to fire away even though he went down. Carnera hooks to the body and a chopping right hand to the Cooney head. Final minute of round 7. What a round. Cooney comes back with a right cross left to the body. 30 seconds ago, Cooney firing away at the bell. 2 shots catching Carnera in the face. Carnera blinking. And there is some blood under the left eye as Carnera goes back to his corner. Unbelievable action-packed round, but you gotta give it to Gerry Cooney as he dropped the ambling Alp for a second time. Carnera's dropped Cooney once. Cooney's dropped Carnera twice. They quickly get Carnera on his stool. He's starting to breathe heavy. And they're working on that cut under the left eye. The ringside scorer gives it 10-8. Cooney, 66-64. Cooney, I'm in agreement. Again, we just got there in a different way. Kurt Berglund says, warm up the linguine. Oh boy. Victor Valley's telling Gerry in the corner, don't let him off the hook this time. Cooney is fatigued. His control goes up to 10. His defense, well, it's non-existent practically anyway. Power drops to 5. Carnera's fatigued. His control goes to 11, so it's the same. And his defense stays the same. His chin and power go down to 4. Chin goes down to 2. Round 8. There's the bell, and Cooney looks to pounce on Carnera. Carnera goes right at Gerry, and again a double left hook right hand, smacking Carnera in the face. Gerry continues to punch. Carnera blinking. That blood under the eye seems to get into his eye with those punches and bothering Primo. And again, a beautiful left hook to the body by Cooney, then up to the head. He also followed it with a right uppercut. Carnera looking to punch back, and he does. On the inside, a left to the body, then the right uppercut. Oh! Toe-to-toe exchange, but Cooney got the better of it. Crisper shots. Cooney looking to plant that left hook, and he does, right into Carnera's rib cage. Carnera, can he come back? And Primo comes back with a chopping right hand and a left hook to the body of Cooney. Unbelievable action here. A minute to go here in round 8. And Cooney, left hook to the body, right uppercut, snaps Carnera's head. They're standing toe-to-toe, ring center in Stadio Olimpico, Rome, Italy. Carnera punch. Oh, the right uppercut! Carnera held Cooney's head in place, and he nailed him with the right uppercut! And Cooney goes face first to the canvas! The crowd rises as one! Cooney staggers to his feet at the 3 count, takes the mandatory 8. What an unbelievable wild brawl! Carnera goes, oh, he does it again! He does it again! He windmilled, pushed Cooney into the ropes, held him in place, and nailed him with the right uppercut. And Cooney is down again! The crowd is going insane here in Rome! Can Cooney rise? 6. Cooney starts to get up. He'll take the mandatory 8. One more knockdown, and this fight is over. Carnera smelling it, but the bell was saved, gentlemen. Gerry Cooney. The crowd is chanting Primo, Primo, Primo. You can see Nino La Rocca on the big screen cheering on his fellow Italian. Unbelievable comeback by the ambling Alp Primo Carnera. That is a 10-7 round for Carnera. Holy cow. You could see, some might say it's a dirty tactic. Lennox Lewis used it quite well in his career. You hold the guy in place and you rip that right uppercut to depart him of his senses. Unbelievable. 10-7 for Carnera. He now jumps in the lead by a point. 74-73. What a brawl. You could have put this in the Roman Colosseum. Cooney breathing very heavily in his corner. Can Carnera finish off the Irishman? 5 knockdowns in this fight. Cooney's dropped Carnera twice. Carnera's dropped Cooney 3 times. Carnera, the holder of the Italian heavyweight title and the European heavyweight title. Mr. Wrestling 2 says, LOL, what a call. No Nurse Teresa, obviously. No, she's not sleeping yet. And Cleve baseball fan 879 has joined us. Check out both those wonderful channels, along with Kurt Berglund and Sports Time Machine. We also have Michael Forbes and Steeler Fan 1933, our good friend Matt. Round 9, scheduled for 12. It has been a war in Rome. And it's Carnera looking to pounce. And Carnera lands a jab in the right hand. Cooney blinks. Cooney looking to fire back. Cooney lands a jab in a right hand. Both fighters at distance. Both fighters at distance. Carnera puts a jab out there. And there's the uppercut again! Unbelievable! And Cooney is down! Cooney is down! The crowd is screaming here at the Olympic Stadium in Rome! Can Cooney get up? 8, 9, it is over! Primo Carnera comes back from the depths of hell to knock out Gerry Cooney! And a throng of over 80,000 screaming Italians are going insane at Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy. They are going insane. Primo Carnera has got his revenge against Gerry Cooney, and Gene Tunney could be up next. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. As security has to keep the fans from rushing the ring. A huge win for Primo Carnera. Gerry Cooney is still on the canvas, being attended to by the ringside doctor, Dr. David Little. Kurt Berglund, our ring announcer, is flabbergasted from such a tremendous contest. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 6 knockdowns in this fight. Carnera scored 4. Cooney scored 2. Cooney had all but Carnera out twice, but yet the large Italian, often criticized throughout history, wrongfully so, look it up, my friends, comes back to knock out the Irishman from Huntington, New York. What a fight. Referee Dave Gardner reached the 10 count 50 seconds into round 9. Primo Carnera is victorious. And the crowd waving Italian flags. It is like AS Roma winning the Champions League. As Kurt Berglund says, flabbergasted indeed. We will have the official announcement in a moment. Let's go to the ringside score. Again, after 8, he had Carnera up after the 10-7 round, 74-73. Carnera did what Cooney could not do. Finished off his opponent. Let's go to the 3 judges. Carnera was up on all 3 cards, 74-73, 74-73, 74-73. What a fight. Primo Carnera could be next in line for Gene Tunney. He would be an underdog in that fight, but if Primo Carnera can hold Tunney in place and hit him with that uppercut from hell, that right uppercut, he could depart the Fighting Marine of his senses and the heavyweight title. Mark Jones is screaming in the Carnera corner, "We want Tunney. We want Tunney." So Mark Jones has really worked Carnera, his management, beautifully, and has put Carnera in position for a heavyweight title shot possibility. And the crowd is just cheering Carnera as he heads back to the dressing room. They are mobbing him. Security trying to help Carnera. Carnera hugging his fellow paisanos. Hugs and kisses all around. But now, coming up, we still haven't got the official announcement. Kurt Berglund finally makes it into the ring. And here it is. Your winner by 9th round knockout. The Italian heavyweight champion. The European heavyweight champion. And soon to be heavyweight champion of the world. Primo Carnera. Unbelievable bout. Gerry Cooney still... They finally have Cooney up on his stool. Carnera did go over to check him out. Tapped him on the shoulders. Gave him congratulations before he left the ring. And now it looks like Gentleman Gerry will stand up. He nods, he's okay. Cooney disappointed. And Cooney will make his way out of the ring to much less fanfare than Carnera did. Wow! So one Italian has won. Can Nino La Rocca pull off a second upset over Manos de Piedras, Roberto Duran? Duran took the vacant welterweight title from Marlon Starling at the Yale Bowl in New Haven, Connecticut. He makes his first defense, an optional defense, and his management team, along with Ray Arcel and Freddie Brown, feel that they have a very easy opponent. This is a big money fight. That's why they elected to fight it in Italy. Duran wanted the most bang for the buck, and boy, he's getting the most bang for the buck here. They feel they have a safe opponent in Nino La Rocca. Duran has called him the Rabbit, and he said, "I shall hunt him down." Nino La Rocca, a very flamboyant fighter from Italy, from Rome, Italy, likes to box and move, but will set down on his punches. He says, "I will hit Duran, and when Duran looks for me, I will be gone. I will be the wind, back and forth, the lightning, and then the thunder." So let's go to the preview of the main event. As you can see on the big screen here at Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy, the fans start to cheer as they see Nino La Rocca warming up. The gloves are on. He is hitting the pads. He is ready in moments. Roberto Duran, Panama City, Panama. Again, this is not his overall record. I don't know why it's 39-6-0 with 30 KOs. Even at that point in time when he was a welterweight, he had almost 100 fights. So I'm going to email them. I don't know why it's 39-6-0 with 30 stoppages. Maybe that's his welterweight. But he never... That's not right. That's not even his welterweight record because he didn't fight that many fights at welterweight. So, again, Duran is the welterweight champion. That's not his overall record. That is an error of some sort. And I forgot to look up his real overall record. All-time great Roberto Duran, one of my favorite fighters. He's 1-0. He won a majority decision, a very close... He had a tough fight with Marlon Starling. He won a majority decision for the vacant welterweight title. And that was on the Tunney-Norton undercard. The first Tunney-Norton fight. In New Haven, Connecticut at the Yale Bowl. Nino La Rocca's overall record, he actually was a very good fighter. Lost his one title shot to Donald Curry. Curry knocked him out in the 6th in Italy. Or it was either in Italy or Monaco. Overall, 74-6-0 with 54 stoppages. I do believe he held the European title and the Italian title at welterweight. Decent puncher. Again, he can set down on his punches, but he was a mover, and he liked to jab and throw a lot from the outside. And you can see, for La Rocca, 1 through 10, he's elusive. 11 through 16, he's outside. 17 through 20, pressure. So he never fights inside. He likes to bip in and out, side to side. Roberto Duran at welterweight never fights elusive. 1 through 5 outside. 6 through 14 inside. 15 through 20 pressure. Duran likes to use the cross and the uppercut. La Rocca likes to use the cross and the hook. Again, La Rocca from Rome, Italy. Roberto Duran, Panama City, Panama. Both fighters have made their way into the ring. And again, there are Italian flags flying here at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy. To the ring we go. Once again, our referee is Dave Gardner. The ringside physician, I actually said it properly, Dr. Dave Little. Our ring announcer, Kurt Berglund. Our ringside expert, Steeler Fan 1933, Matt. The main event is upon us. And again, Nino La Rocca only gives up 1 control point. You can see, I call it control. The lower the number, the better. So, Duran's a 9, La Rocca's a 10. Duran has a slight edge in power. And an okay edge. I guess I would say a slight edge in endurance. Fighters come to the center of the ring. Duran's already mocking La Rocca, chirping at him like he's a chicken. La Rocca just smiles. Welterweight championship at stake in moments. There are no questions from the chief seconds. Referee Gardner says touch gloves. Duran refuses to touch gloves. La Rocca smacks the gloves. Duran glares at La Rocca. La Rocca blows a kiss at Duran. And Duran has to be forcibly moved away from La Rocca as La Rocca continues to taunt Roberto Duran. Kurt Berglund is heard at ringside, says La Rocca is going to regret this one. Now order is restored. And Duran is like a caged lion ready to pounce on his prey. The bell for round 1, and there it is. And it's La Rocca who takes control. La Rocca hits Duran with 2 jabs and a right hand and moves away. La Rocca works the jab. Duran tries to bore in. Duran ties him up. Duran using shoulders, elbows, everything inside. La Rocca trying to hold on. Referee Gardner breaks them. And it's Nino again from distance. And there's a jab and a right hook to the body of Roberto Duran. Good start for the Italian Nino La Rocca. La Rocca talking to Duran in Italian. I don't think Roberto knows it. And he's going to rat-a-tat Duran again. But Duran rolled with the punches. 2 jabs and a right cross. But La Rocca is scoring. A good start for Nino. And the crowd is chanting, Nino, 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 just like in the days of Nino Benvenuti. And now Duran sets down, and Duran bangs with a left hook to the body and a right uppercut, and La Rocca moves away. La Rocca feints but doesn't throw. Duran had the right hand cocked. He did not fire. A minute to go in round 1. And it's La Rocca again with the jab and the right hand. And he is like the wind, the thunder, the lightning, as he had said and predicted. He strikes Duran, then moves away. Duran cuts the ring off. He lands that left to the body, and then a chopping right hand to the head of Nino La Rocca. La Rocca slides off the ropes, throws a right hand. Duran ducks underneath, pushes La Rocca, and sneers at him. La Rocca blows a kiss at Duran, and again, the pugilists have to be separated. La Rocca continues to taunt Duran in Italian. Duran spits at La Rocca. They won't be sending Christmas cards to one another, that's for sure. A hell of a first round, I give it to the surprising Nino La Rocca. The ringside score doesn't have the gumption I have. The ringside score gives it even. Duran loses 3 endurance points down to 24. La Rocca 2. He's down to 21. Round 2. And it's Nino La Rocca again. 2 jabs, a right hand, and a left hook. And Duran is infuriated. Toe-to-toe exchange. As La Rocca stayed a little too long in the pocket. You don't want to do that, Nino. Nino again getting the rolls. He throws 3 punches. Duran ducks away but doesn't counter. Now it's Duran cutting the ring off on La Rocca. He has La Rocca on the ropes, and he digs a left hook to the body, then a right. La Rocca trying to get off the ropes, and he does. La Rocca bouncing ring center. A jab and a right hand catches Duran again. He is timing Duran's charges quite beautifully so far. Duran gets inside, works his hands free, and he digs those punches left, right, left to the body, trying to slow down what he called the rabbit, Nino La Rocca. Final minute here in round number 2. La Rocca throws the left hook and then a right hook, catching Duran, grazing punches, but they can slice you open. Final moments here in round 2. Duran setting down on his punches, and again left, right to the body. At the bell, I give that round to Nino La Rocca. La Rocca has looked very good in these first 2 rounds. And again, the ringside scorer has no balls. Gives it to Roberto Duran 10-9. I don't see that. In the La Rocca corner, they're quite happy with the Italian pugilist. Ray Arcel and Freddie Brown in the Duran corner are telling Duran, continue to apply the pressure on Nino La Rocca. Work the body. He's a front runner. Round 3. Duran down to 21 endurance points. La Rocca down to 19. Here's the bell for round 3. And once again, it's La Rocca behind the jab. 2 jabs and a right hand to the body of Roberto Duran. Duran cannot find La Rocca. La Rocca wings a right cross. Wings a left hook, misses both punches, but it keeps Duran off balance. La Rocca smiling, now taunting, now bolo punching Duran. And he nails him with a grazing bolo punch, then a hook to the body. Duran blinking, and blood coming from the mouth of Roberto Duran. That grazing bolo punch has split open the lip of Roberto Duran. La Rocca chirping at Duran. Duran in rage. Lands a left and a chopping right hand to the Nino's head. Now Duran goes to the belt line. Duran firing away. He wings punches. La Rocca's in his head. Duran misses. La Rocca comes back with a 1-2. Left hook and a right hook to the body. Again, La Rocca, like the wind, moves away. Duran cuts the ring off, and he digs hard to the body, then up to the head. Blood from the lips of Roberto Duran. Under a minute to go here in round 3. And La Rocca goes to the Franks and Beans. Referee Dave Gardner says it's belt line. La Rocca refuses to be intimidated. Final moments of a very contested round 3. They feint but don't throw. La Rocca blows a kiss at Duran, and Duran spits blood at him. Referee Gardner finally restores order as both pugilists are sent back to their corner, and referee Gardner goes to both corners. I don't know if he can speak Spanish or Italian, but he is admonishing both fighters to fight and cut out the nonsense. I give that round to Nino La Rocca, and again the ringside scorer has no balls, gives it to Roberto Duran. I have it 3-0 La Rocca. The ringside scorer, not our ringside expert, mind you, the ringside scorer, has it 30-28 Duran. In the La Rocca corner, they're very happy with the Italian fighter. Duran down to 18 endurance points. La Rocca down to 17. Nino has fought quite well. Here's the bell for round 4. And again, it's Nino throwing, and he lands a very good jab and a solid right cross on the head of Roberto Duran. Duran gets in tight. Duran tries to throw. La Rocca smothers him, spins him, Can Nino throw? Now Nino throws! But Duran ducks away from a left uppercut and a right hand. Toe-to-toe exchange, even exchange. Duran wanted to fire a little more, but La Rocca is gone. La Rocca feints. Duran fires. Oh, the right cross catches Nino, and then a left hook to the ribcage of the Italian. Duran getting in rhythm, wings punches, and La Rocca ducks away, dips away, and smiles. A minute to go here in round 4, scheduled for 15. Duran, infuriated, backs La Rocca to the ropes, steps on his foot, rips an uppercut through the La Rocca guard. Duran continues to fire away. Left hook, left uppercut. La Rocca on the ropes, final moments. La Rocca trying to fight off the ropes. He misses the 1-2, and Duran shoves La Rocca. That was a Duran round, in my opinion. And they give this one to La Rocca. Someone's got a drug test, the ringside scorecard guy. Wow. Nino sitting on his stool. Duran applied a lot of pressure in that round. Duran loses 3 endurance points down to 15. La Rocca loses 2 down to 15. They're telling Nino that Duran is tiring through the Italian interpreter. They're saying, Nino, stay on the outside, peck away, peck away. They've done a decent job on that cut lip, but that's tough to stop in a boxing match. Round 5. There's the bell, and La Rocca from distance. 2 jabs, no right hand though. And blood continues to trickle from the mouth of Roberto Duran. And it's a furious toe-to-toe exchange. La Rocca stood in there. He stood in there with Duran, and both fighters bang. Now La Rocca back on his bicycle, feints. Duran moves into him. La Rocca fires hard. He misses. Duran goes for the counter. Left hook, right hand catches Nino. And Duran starts to chirp at La Rocca, calling him a chicken. Duran plows forward, and Duran bangs the body with both hands and puts a head in there for good measure, and then chopping right hand. Roberto Duran roughing up La Rocca. La Rocca back at distance. La Rocca feints the jab and lands a right hook to the body of Roberto Duran, and then comes back with a jab as he moves away. Duran moves forward. La Rocca misses with the left and the right. No return from Duran. Oh, they smack heads as Duran led with his head. Referee Gardner looks at both. They seem okay. Under a minute to go here in round 5. And it's La Rocca behind the jab and a right cross as the crowd is chanting, Nino, 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 here at Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy. We come to the bell, and it's Nino La Rocca landing a big right hand. Oh, unbelievable. La Rocca feinted with the jab. Duran walked into the La Rocca right hand. And again, Nino La Rocca blows a kiss at Roberto Duran. And Duran spits blood at La Rocca. Referee Dave Gardner is not amused with these two pugilists. That is a La Rocca round. The ringside scorer finally agrees with me. Wow, this has been a very competitive fight. Duran and his management thought they had a patsy in Nino La Rocca. But the Italians have already seen their hometown hero, one of their hometown heroes, Primo Carnera, in a furious brawl, 6 knockdowns, knock out Gerry Cooney. Cooney had dropped Carnera twice. Carnera dropped Cooney 4 times. The final time on, the Irishman would plant his face in the canvas and not get up. Duran down to 11 endurance points. La Rocca now has 13. Round 6. And it's Duran pressing inside. Duran misses the body shots as La Rocca is like a matador. Duran again plowing forward, and he lands 2 grazing hooks to the body. Duran continues to press. He ties up La Rocca. La Rocca trying to keep his head away from the dangerous head of Duran. Referee Gardner breaks them. Now La Rocca back at distance. Missed with a winging uppercut. He feinted the jab and tried to hit Duran with the uppercut. That's a dangerous punch to throw from the outside. You can be easily countered. And again, Duran works his way in, but Nino is all octopus arms, ties him up. Duran getting very frustrated. La Rocca mocks Duran, and he rat-a-tats Duran! 2 jabs and a right cross, and again blows a kiss at Roberto Duran. Duran is infuriated. Duran charges forward, and he bangs the body, and he bangs it hard. Under a minute to go, La Rocca looks to retaliate. He lands a straight lead right, and a grazing left hook. Final 30 seconds in a hotly contested bout here in round 6. And it's Duran punching, and Duran bangs away with a 3-punch salvo to the body of Nino La Rocca. And this time it's La Rocca who shoves Duran away. That round I give even. They give that round to La Rocca. Again, myself and the ringside score, purely unofficial. They work as best they can on that cut lip in the Duran corner, which continues to bleed. In the La Rocca corner, they are very happy with their pugilist. Duran down to 8 endurance points. La Rocca at 11. La Rocca is giving it his all. Round 7, the bell. And Duran tries to take control immediately. And Duran, left hook, right cross to the jaw of Nino La Rocca. La Rocca staggers back into the ropes. Duran's eyes light up like a shark smelling blood in the water. Duran opens up. He has La Rocca hurt on the ropes. Duran tries to keep La Rocca pinned to the ropes. La Rocca fights his way off the ropes. As La Rocca, left hook, right hook, shoves Duran away and gets back towards ring center. But Duran pursuing his prey. Roberto lands an overhand right and a left hook. La Rocca blinking, but there's no blood. Toe-to-toe exchange. Both fighters score. Duran really picking up the pace here in round 7, trying to really wear down Nino La Rocca. La Rocca feints, and then he lands the left and the right. He feinted the jab. Duran moved forward and got caught with a left hook and a right hand. 1 minute to go in round 7. Duran setting down, getting inside, and bangs a left hook to the body and a right uppercut, snapping Nino La Rocca's head. Under a minute, Duran continues to punch, but he misses. He missed the big right hand. La Rocca moved away, didn't want to counter. La Rocca has the right hand cocked, but it's Duran who fires, and Duran misses. La Rocca throws right hand, left hook, and that snapped the head of Roberto Duran. La Rocca bouncing on his toes, blowing kisses at Roberto Duran. Duran, in amazement, shakes his head, and now does the throat slash. Oh, Nelly. They quickly get Duran on the stool. Duran stands up and is barking across the ring at Nino La Rocca. La Rocca quickly stands up, starts to walk towards ring center. Referee Dave Gardner intervenes. There is mayhem in the ring here at Stadio Olimpico in Rome. We give that round to Duran. So did the ringside scorer. The ringside scorer has this fight dead even. We have La Rocca, I believe, up by 1 or 2 points. I think we have La Rocca up by 2 points. Let's see, I gave the first 3 rounds to La Rocca. We have La Rocca, actually, then they gave rounds to La Rocca that I gave to Duran. So I think I have La Rocca up by 2 points. Again, our scorecards are unofficial. What a fight card so far. Round 8 coming up. Duran down to 4 endurance points. La Rocca down to 8. Here is round 8. The bell. And La Rocca. Ooh, he lands towards the Franks and Beans again, but Dave Gardner, referee Gardner, says belt line. Duran not happy with that. Duran throws the uppercut, grazing La Rocca. Duran again working his way in. La Rocca trying to stay on the outside, but La Rocca slowing down. Duran left hook to the body, right cross to the head of Nino La Rocca. Now La Rocca works behind the jab, 2 jabs, but no right hand. Duran gets in punching range, left, right, left uppercut, and La Rocca is stunned again. Duran pursues his prey, but La Rocca slips away. Can La Rocca regroup? Duran works the body. La Rocca has been quite a foe for Roberto Duran, but it's Duran overwhelming La Rocca now, pinning him to the ropes, ripping shots to the body, and then an uppercut splitting the guard of the flamboyant Italian. 30 seconds to go in round 8. La Rocca shuffles, and he rat-a-tats Duran with a 3-punch salvo at the bell. And now he does another shuffle, puts his arms in the air, and the crowd goes insane. Here at Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy. Joining us here at ringside, the manager, trainer of Primo Carnera, Mark Jones, and he is shouting for all to hear, "We want Tunney!" After a huge victory for Primo Carnera in his rematch with gentleman Gerry Cooney. We give that round to Duran, even though the Italian, Nino La Rocca, rat-a-tatted Duran at the end of the round. So we have Duran down by a point. The ringside scorer has Duran up by a point. Unbelievable. Mark Jones at ringside giving an interview says, "Great win for Primo tonight. We had a great fight plan and knew Primo could pull off the victory." And he sure did. The right uppercut was devastating. Here's the bell. Duran will have one more round with endurance. La Rocca might get through another round. And it's Duran pressing. And Duran fires 2 jabs, but no right hand. La Rocca moves away. La Rocca trying to stay at distance. Wings a couple of hooks. Duran dips away. He's looking to walk La Rocca into a right hand. And there it is! Right hand to the jaw, left right to the body of Nino La Rocca. Duran continues to press. Right hand, left hook. The left hook was to the body, the right to the head. Duran continues to punch. And now he hooks to the body with a left right. La Rocca on his toes, jabbing a right cross, striking Roberto Duran. We have 1 minute to go in round 9. We give a slight edge to Duran. La Rocca has to rally here, and it looks like he's gonna. Right hand! He was a lead right hand! A left to the body and then up to the head by Nino La Rocca. La Rocca continues to punch, sticking and moving. He's scoring points. Final 30 seconds. Duran winds up, and he lands a huge wild uppercut, staggering La Rocca at the bell. Wow! Wow! I think Duran takes that round with that wild uppercut at the bell that added a TKO point to La Rocca. Cutter Historical has joined us. Says, "How are you doing, first of all?" Cutter Historical. He says, "Duran can't botch this match." 3 exclamation points. I think this game is comparable to title bout boxing, though. I like them all. I love Glory Days Boxing. I've professed my love for Glory Days Boxing. I like Title Bout 2. I have the original Title Bout. And I have this game, Legend of Boxing. This is my personal preference. I would not play Title Bout 2 or Legends of Boxing on the tabletop because I don't like... These are a lot of charts. I love the way the computer game is for both. Glory Days Boxing, to me, best tabletop... one of the best tabletop sports sims, period. It flows very easily for me. But they're all fun games. I own this game. I own Title Bout 2 on the PC. I own Title Bout Championship Boxing. You can pick that up for $13, as every fighter on the face of the earth throughout history. They're all great games. I own Glory Days Boxing. I have my original Title Bout. I have 3 other boxing games I don't play on the channel because they just don't stream well. All right, here we go. Duran is fatigued, and his control now goes up to 10. Defense and power are going to go down. Defense to 2, power to 4. La Rocca has one more round of endurance, and now it's even Stevens. La Rocca has to make hay in round 10. They gave that last round to La Rocca. It's 86 all. Here we go, round 10. Again, our scorecards are unofficial. Both fighters feint but don't throw. Now it's Duran. He gets inside. La Rocca is definitely tiring. The legs are not carrying him as well. And Duran Couple of jabs, but he doesn't throw the right hand. Duran is huffing and puffing. La Rocca looks to take advantage. He wings hooks. They'll tire out. Duran ducks away, but no counter right. La Rocca continues to fire. A lead cross, a jab, and another cross. Good job by Nino La Rocca. Both fighters wing right hands and miss. We have about a minute to go here in round 10, and it's La Rocca punching, and he is punching hard. 4-punch salvo, and just as I said, Nino's legs were not carrying him. He does a shuffle, and he taunts Duran again with a bolo punch, but doesn't fire. Under a minute, and it's Nino La Rocca. He winged the right hand. Duran parried away, but no counter by Roberto Duran. But it's La Rocca punching hard, but missing. Final 30 seconds. La Rocca throws, and he lands a right, left, right at the bell. Duran blinking, and he has blood coming from his split lip. He might be swallowing some of that blood, and that'll make your stomach very uncomfortable. That was a Nino La Rocca round, in our opinion. The ringside scorer gives it to Nino La Rocca. The ringside scorer has La Rocca up in a shocking upset at the moment, 96-95. Over 80,000 strong here in Stadio Olimpico in Rome, cheering on their paisano, Nino La Rocca from Rome, Italy, the big underdog, but number one in the hearts of the fans here at Stadio Olimpico. They have already seen a great upset as Primo Carnera avenges his split decision loss to Gerry Cooney in America by knocking out the Irishman from Huntington, New York. And now they want La Rocca to take the welterweight title. Duran continues to breathe heavy in his corner. La Rocca is fatigued. Oh boy, now Duran again has a slight edge in control, 10-11. La Rocca's power drops to 3, his defense to 1, his will to 3, his chin to 4. Duran's chin is an 8, his will is an 8. His defense down to a 2, his power's down to a 4. It's going to come down to who wants it more. Round 11 scheduled for 15. Ooh, and that time referee Gardner says to Nino La Rocca, that was the Franks and Beans, and he is warned. But that slows down Duran, and La Rocca bangs away with a combination, and infuriated Duran fires back with a right cross. But it's La Rocca punching away with a lead right and a left uppercut as La Rocca applying the pressure on Roberto Duran. Duran banging away. Duran with a left hook to the body and a right uppercut. But La Rocca is undeterred. He continues to move forward. La Rocca winging wildly. Duran counters with an uppercut. Both fighters land, but the Duran uppercut had much more zest on it. Duran bangs away with a short left-right. But La Rocca continues to put pressure on Duran, and he punches hard. Left hook to the body, left hook to the head, and a chopping right hand on the Panamanian Roberto Duran. Toe-to-toe they go, and it's a big double left hook to the jaw of Nino La Rocca. La Rocca blinks, takes a step back, but then moves in once again, and he comes in firing. Right, left, right at the bell. Nino La Rocca lands. He blows a kiss at Duran, and Duran shakes his head and again gives the throat slash. Holy cow! What about? That's a very close round, but Duran landed the heavier punches. I think I leaned Duran in that round. The ringside scorer gives it to La Rocca. I have it even. Or actually, I have La Rocca up by a point. The ringside scorer has La Rocca up 2 points. Round 12 coming up. They're telling in the Duran corner, you gotta want it, champ. You gotta want it. And Duran sneers, he wants it. In the La Rocca corner, they're calling him champion of the world. Bring it home. Through the Italian interpreter. Round 12, there's the bell. And it's Duran moving in. La Rocca trying to stay at distance. Duran wings but doesn't land. Now it's La Rocca. He misses 2 jabs. Duran has that right hand cocked to fire. And booyah, there it is. A right hand to the jaw of Nino La Rocca. La Rocca moves away but is caught with a left hook to the body. Duran continues to fire away as he bangs lefts and rights to the rib cage of the Italian. La Rocca looking to throw. Feints. Doesn't fire. 1 minute to go in round 12. La Rocca. 2 jabs and a right cross, striking the Panamanian. Duran comes right back with his own right cross and a left to the body. Under a minute to go in round 12. Duran looking to rally. Doubles up the left hook. 1 to the rib cage and up to the jaw of the Italian. But the Italian always trying to move away. Both fighters wing punches and miss at the bell. I think Duran might have took that round. The ringside scorer gives that round even, so he still has La Rocca up by 2. I have this fight dead even going into the championship rounds, 13, 14, and 15. Round 13, the hard luck round. Just ask Jake LaMotta. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the St. Valentine's Day fight with the great Sugar Ray Robinson. Here we go, round 13. Duran will try to get inside. La Rocca will be from distance. And both fighters, control is 11. Both fighters wing and miss. It's La Rocca firing, and La Rocca 2 jabs and a left hook. Good job by Nino. Nino continues to fire as the crowd chants, Nino, Nino, Nino. Nino with a big right cross as he feinted the jab and he walked the Panamanian into his right hand. Winging left hook by Duran misses. A wild right uppercut by Nino La Rocca misses. But La Rocca back on pace with the jab and another left hook to the head of Duran. Blood continues to come from the lips of Roberto Duran. Nino La Rocca looking pretty damn good. Duran loads up with a tremendous right hand, but he misses. But he gets in tight and he bangs the body and bangs it hard. Under a minute to go here in round 13. La Rocca gets away from the ropes, and there's a jab and a right uppercut, snapping Manos de Piedra's head. La Rocca ties up. Referee Gardner breaks them. 30 seconds to go, and it's La Rocca throwing at the bell. 4-punch salvo. 2 of them got through, and La Rocca does the shuffle. Duran sneers at him, and he goes to push La Rocca, but La Rocca pushes him first, and referee Dave Gardner restores order. What an unbelievable effort by Nino La Rocca. The crowd is intensely into this fight from Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy. Duran goes back to his corner, raises his arms, and a throng of boos are deafening towards the Duran corner. We give that round to La Rocca. So does the ringside scorer. 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes. Will this be an epic upset? A night for the Italians here in Rome, Italy. Round 14 is upon us. Duran, they're telling Duran, you need to win these 2 rounds. In the La Rocca corner, take these rounds and you are champion. Campeón del Mundial. Here we go, round 14. And it's Nino La Rocca being first. 2 jabs and a right hook to the body of Duran. And like the wind, like Nino La Rocca said, like the wind I shall move away, and then I shall set down and be the lightning and the thunder. But it's Duran winding up. He misses, but that was a grazing left hook. La Rocca comes back with a big combination. What a counter by Nino La Rocca. They tie up and they push one another away. Duran needs to work when he gets in there. Duran lands a grazing uppercut as he held La Rocca's arm. Duran pounding away on the inside, and again with the uppercut snapping the head of La Rocca. And now La Rocca is bleeding from the mouth. Both pugilists bleeding from the mouth. La Rocca on his toes. Right cross. It was a lead right cross. He walked the Panamanian into it again, and then he dug a left hook to the body and spun Duran. He's back up on his toes. On his toes. Jab and a right hand snaps the Panamanian's head. Under a minute to go. Duran banging away to the body. 30 seconds to go. It's La Rocca at the bell with a big combination. He rat-a-tats Duran as he moves forward and spins him into the ropes and does a shuffle. His arms are in the air. Duran seems bewildered. 3 more minutes to go. There is not an Italian in the seat here. At the Stadio Olimpico here in Rome, they are sensing a huge upset. Primo Carnera has joined trainer, manager, confidant Mark Jones here at ringside to cheer on his fellow Italian Nino La Rocca. In the Duran corner, they are telling him you must knock him out. The ringside scorer thinks that Duran must knock him out. I think Duran must knock him out or at least get a knockdown. In the La Rocca corner, they're going to want him to box from distance. Unbelievable bout. Referee Dave Gardner brings him to the center of the rings. The fighters will not touch gloves. Referee Gardner forces them to touch. Here's the bell. Final 3 minutes. Will we see a new welterweight champion named Nino La Rocca? Duran's power drops to a 2. Both control factors for the pugilists are 12. La Rocca's power drops to a 2. Final 3 minutes. There's the bell. Toe-to-toe exchange. Ring center. And it's Duran trying to catch La Rocca. Both fighters from distance. Both fighters. Another toe-to-toe exchange. A lot of zip off those punches. But La Rocca not giving any ground. Now Duran digs a left hook to the rib cage and a right cross to the head of Nino La Rocca. Both fighters feint but don't throw. La Rocca goes to the belt line. 1 minute in this bout. Again the feints but no fire. La Rocca looking to try to cruise to victory. It's Duran punching. 2 jabs, but La Rocca parries away the right hand. Under a minute to go. Duran firing away. A right left. And La Rocca felt that. Now, at the bell, La Rocca throws. And he lands the right cross and the left hook. We go to the scorecards. The fans are going insane here at Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy. They feel their countryman Nino La Rocca from Rome, Italy, has taken the welterweight championship away from the heavily favored Roberto Duran. The Panamanian is shaking his head in the corner. He's a bit disgusted with himself. But he did put his arms in the air, and again a throng of boos towards that corner. Now you can see La Rocca playing to the fans. Holy cow! Holy cow! Kurt Berglund says the lady with the thyroid issue just cleared her throat. Kurt Berglund, I believe, thinks Nino La Rocca is one. Remember, Kurt Berglund is our ring announcer. The referee Dave Gardner has collected the cards. Mark Jones, confidant, friend, trainer, manager, all in all, good guy. To Primo Carnera says, Nino has won this fight. Nino has won this fight. This is an epic upset. Wow. I have Nino winning the fight. The ringside scorer has Nino La Rocca winning the fight. Will the 3 blind mice have Nino La Rocca winning the fight? Kurt Berglund has been given the scorecards. We go to Kurt Berglund and the judges. We have a unanimous decision. 143, 142, 145, 142, 144, 141. Your winner and new welterweight champion of the world, Nino La Rocca. And the crowd is going insane. The crowd is going insane. They are storming the ring. They have raised La Rocca upon their shoulders. Italian flags are waving everywhere. Nino La Rocca has shocked the world. Nino La Rocca was the wind, and then the lightning and thunder, as he said. He rat-a-tatted Roberto Duran enough to win a convincing unanimous decision in our eyes, in the ringside scorer eyes, in the prognosticator's eyes at ringside, in the fans' eyes, here at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, Italy. But most of all, the 3 judges, the blind mice, scored it 143, 142, 145, 142, 144, 141 for Nino La Rocca. And you're going to have to add the new world welterweight champion. Duran quickly exits the ring to boos and debris as he is fighting his way back towards the dressing room. Nino La Rocca has shocked the world. What you have seen, folks, is something special here in Rome at the Stadio Olimpico. It is like Italy winning the World Cup or the European Cup. It is like AS Roma winning Serie A or the Champions League. It is an unbelievable moment in Italian sports history. Primo Carnera knocks out Gerry Cooney. Nino La Rocca rips the title away from Roberto Duran. As Cutter Historical says, home country advantage, though. Oh, but he fought a brilliant fight. You cannot deny that. The roles were unbelievable. I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, what made that fight a tremendous intrigue to me. Because I looked at the ratings and I said, if La Rocca gets some good roles, he can be in this bout. So that's the way I matchmake. I would have liked to have seen that fight back in the day. Now, I think Duran probably would have won, but La Rocca would have had his moments and possibly frustrated Duran. He could box. I remember when Donald Curry knocked out Nino La Rocca, he literally knocked the snot out of his nose. I want to say that was in Monaco or in Italy. So here you go. Primo Carnera knocks out Gerry Cooney. 50 seconds in the round 9. 6 knockdowns scored. 4 by Carnera, 2 by Cooney. Cooney could not finish off Carnera. Carnera finished off Cooney. And as we just witnessed, in an epic upset of biblical proportion, Nino La Rocca defeats Roberto Duran by unanimous decision, 143, 142, 145, 142, 144, 141. It was a night for the Italians here in Rome, Italy. Unbelievable fun. Woo! Unbelievable fun. Thank you to Kurt Berglund. Check out his wonderful YouTube channel. Subscribe. He has a lot of fun videos up there, and Kurt's a very fine gentleman. Thank you to Cutter Historical. I believe this is the first time I've seen him in our chat, but welcome to the community, and check out all the other wonderful content creators. Thank you to Mark Jones. Always a pleasure to see you, my friend. Cutter Historical says, Al, I found you via Retro Sports Network. Our good friend Uncle Ron. Great channel. Love your work with, I think that TBA title bout. Will we see a major card come north to Canada? Also wish I saw GSW Monarch match. Monarchs to the mat 1 through 3. Can't find them. I saw number 4. Okay. We might have a nice Canadian card coming up. You got George Chavallo. You got Razor Ruddock, amongst other good Canadians fighters. We could see a Canadian card for you, my friend. SGJ Jamie, thank you very much. He was lurking. Oh, he was here earlier. I missed you. I'm sorry, SGJ Jamie. Always good to see you. Our good friend Sports Time Machine, Mr. Utah Mike. Please check out that wonderful channel. Steeler Fan 1933, our friend Matt. Cleve Baseball Fan 879, another wonderful YouTube content creator. Mr. Wrestling 2, check out his wonderful channel. He does some really cool stuff with some audio work with these games that are homebrew. Michael Forbes, thank you. So hope everyone enjoyed it. As always, if you did enjoy it, hit the like button. It makes us happy. And shows you liked it. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do so. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know when we go live or upload. I usually go live because that's what I like to do. Stay safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, Happy whatever you celebrate. Just be happy. Life's way too short. I've been going to way too many wakes this week. Okay, so enjoy. Enjoy the games you play. And let people enjoy the games they play. If for some reason you don't like a game they play, you know what I'm going to tell you? Keep it to yourself. Don't watch or just let them enjoy. All right. I greatly appreciate all your time. Check out all the other wonderful content creators in the community. God bless. Till next time, I love you all. Primo Carnera knocks out Gerry Cooney and Nino La Rocca shocks the world. He was the wind. the Lightning, and the Thunder. Unanimous decision over Roberto Duran to rip the welterweight title away from the Panamanian. One more time, God bless. I love you. Thank you. Peace. See you again.